Hello everyone, my name is Himanshu Sharma, and in this video, we will see how Advisor's API can be used to intercept calls between your application and language model. So as per Spring documentation, Advisor's API provide a flexible and powerful way to intercept, modify, and enhance your AI-driven interactions. So basically, when app is making a call to LLM, the advisors can be used to intercept that call, make any modification, or you can implement any other logic before calling the actual LLM. And similarly, when the LLM response is being received from the app, you can perform any post processing in the advisors. All right, so let's head on to the code. So now here I have the application, and in this I only have two dependencies, starter web and Olama. And the second thing is the default test dependency. And then in the configuration side, I have wired the Olama with the Gemma 3 model. Let's head on to the main class. And here we are going to first make a default chat client and make a simple call. So we implements command line runner, and then we need a chat client. So this one, let's wire it with the constructor parameter. And then here we are going to use the chat client builder, and then builder dot build. And here I'm going to call my LLM. So I'll say prompt dot user, which model are you? Just respond with the name. And finally call, and let's say the content. All right. And let's add it in a variable. Let's print out. All right, let's run the application. So we get the response. So now we are going to create an advisor. So you can also use the inbuilt advisors for logging, like simple log advisor. But let's create our own advisor. So here I'm going to make a class custom advisor. Just define it as a component, and then custom advisor, we need to implement the call advisor. So you get that advisor chain, and then here you are creating an advisor, and then you also have the order when this advisor needs to be executed. So first let's give it a name. So let's name it custom advisor, and then just keep the order as one. Let's make it one. And then here, to make the next call, we are going to use the call advisor chain. So we just say call advisor chain, next call, and the chat client request. That's it. And this is the one we are going to return. So remove this one. All right. And let's print out. So this is our custom advisor. And now we need to wire this advisor with our call. So head on to the main class. And then here we are going to say dot advisors, and we need to add the custom advisor. So since we have made it a component, we can just wire it. So we say this one and put it in the constructor parameter. That's it. And let's make the call. All right. So let's run the application now. Okay. And let's do one more thing. Stop the previous instance, and I'm going to add the system exit here. And now let's run it. Now you can see the custom advisor is getting logged first, and then the Gemini response I'm receiving. Okay, or what we can do is I will just add it custom advisor in, and then just put it like this, and then here I'm getting the response, and finally I'm returning the response. And this one is out. All right. So now let's run it. So here we can see that both in and out they are getting printed. Fine. So now what is the use of the order thing? So let me create one more advisor here. So let's create one more advisor. We say custom second advisor. And in this one, again, the same thing, all advisor. And I'm going to add a component, implement methods. And this one, I'm going to say custom second advisor. And here I'm changing the value to 2. Again, here we are going to print the same thing. So copy, paste this one. And then finally, we are making the call and putting it in the response. All right, now we need to wire this one also. So head on to the main class and wire our second advisor. So we say custom, okay, second advisor here. That's it, and wire it with our uh, call. Custom second advisor. Oh, let's move this and this one and this one. All right. All right. So now both the advisors are configured. Now let's rerun the application. So as expected, first the first advisor is in and then the second advisor. And then while returning, the second advisor is getting out and then the first advisor is getting out. Now, if I change the order or if I increase the order, so let's say I increase the order of this one to 5. Now, if I rerun the application, and you can see the second advisor is getting called first. So that is the use of order. So let's revert it back. Now in the advisor, you can even modify the request. So let's say I want to modify this one. I want to change the request. So what I can do here is I will use this chat client request and there's a mutate method here and we are going to use this one. So here I'm going to add a prompt which will contain one system message and the incoming user message. So let's add that. Or wait, let's create the prompt first. So first let's create the system message. So system message dot builder dot build, and we are going to say dot text always respond with always end your response with 3 dots no matter what user are. Okay, so this is going to be our system message and let's add it. And then similarly, we are going to create the user message. So user message is going to be the same, which is our incoming message. So here I'm going to say dot text and chat client request dot prompt dot get contents dot build. And this is going to be the user message. So now let's update our chat client request. So we are using the mutate method and here in the prompt, I'm going to pass the prompt builder and the prompt builder is going to take the messages, which is the list of, and then here we have system message and a user message. All right. and then add it as a request, custom request. It's builder. Okay. All right. So we need to add it as a this one, and this is going to be our chat client request. And then finally, we are going to pass the custom request over here. All right. So what we are doing is we are adding a system behavior where we expect that whenever our LLM respond, it end its response with three dots. Okay. And then keeping the user message intact. All right. So let's run the application and test the behavior. Now you can see the JAMA responded ending with three dots, and the advisor chain is working as expected. That's all in this one. Thanks for watching. And if you have any suggestions or feedback, please let me know in the comment section. Have a nice day.